Today I will talk about the Pet Simulator controversy. Pet Simulator is a popular Roblox game made by Big Games which is run by a guy named Preston. Over the time of its existence it has had some controversies. Pet Simulator was created on April 7, 2018. It became very popular among Robloxians and many YouTubers played it. After its massive success, Big Games created Pet Simulator 2. The creation of Pet Simulator 2 was met with controversy. Many players weren't happy because they bought Game Passes in Pet Simulator 1. The Game Passes that people bought in the first game were a waste now because the old game was abandoned and they got no refunds. Big Games could have easily updated the game instead of replacing it. Big Games then pulled the same move again and made a new Pet Sim game instead of updating. In Pet Sim you can buy a roll thing where you can get certain rarities of pets depending on luck, which is basically gambling. The worst part was that someone who checked the scripts of the game saw that the chances that were shown were fake and the chances of getting good pets was way lower than it showed in the game. Then not too long after, a new Pet Sim game came out called Pet Simulator 99, which was even more of a downgrade. And when each new game came out, the old players who grinded and bought stuff didn't keep any progress in the new games. On March 15, 2024, the Roblox Hunt event started. Out of the 100 games included, Pet Simulator 99 was one of them. In its quest you had to grind for about 2 hours to get to Zone 22. It was obviously made like this so Preston would get more money from people needing to keep playing the game for hours. Many people have called out Pet Simulator for being a gambling game for kids because it is against Roblox's rules. On August 11, 2024, Pet Simulator fully embraced that fact and made Pets Go, which was a casino for children. In the game there were paid scams and also gambling RNG to get good pets. In this game you click on an egg and get a certain pet depending on RNG. They also clearly market it to kids and want kids as their primary audience with all of the bright colors. Also, the maturity for the game is set to minimal, which means that anyone can play it and kids will learn gambling and get addicted at a young age. In October, Pet Simulator was one of the games in the Hunt, which was another Roblox event. This shows that Roblox is fine with what Big Games is doing. Thankfully you didn't need to play it in this event, but in the next event it is even worse. Around December of 2024, Roblox had another event called the Winter Spotlight, and once again Pet Simulator was included. In this event it was Pets Go. In the quest for Pets Go, you had to gamble for 5 hours, and since I was doing this event I had to keep gambling instead of doing anything with my day. It was a terrible move from Roblox and I despise them for it because I had to suffer for this stupid event. They just keep defending this trash heap gambling game that teaches kids to gamble. Last week the Hunt Mega Edition started and obviously needed to include the worst game again. In this event it was Pet Simulator 99 again, and in the quest you had to complete a 2.5-hour raid, which is clicking on a pile of coins 10,000 times. Just like always, the quest was trash and was only made so Preston could get as much money as possible from people playing. They also had another terrible quest for their mega token in the game, which what you would have to do was impossible without a guide. For the first part you would need to press runes and spell out Gunter, which wasn't the bad part. The bad part was that after that you had to walk up to a door in the game and type knock knock, and there would be a pot of gold that would say you aren't lucky enough. And with no clue you would need to somehow figure out to click about 50 clover icons around the raid area. Even when you clicked them you didn't know if you missed any, and if you missed one you would need to click every single one again. Obviously, like every event before this, Pet Simulator wanted to get as much money as possible from people. In conclusion, at first Pet Simulator was a passionate game but quickly evolved into a money-hungry casino cash grab.